Hello wrestling fans and welcome back to Tweet Wrestling, and this time we're taking a look through the WWF Action Packed wrestling cards from 1994. One of the greatest wrestling card sets out there. I'll show you every single one and let's get through the video. Seeing as we like wrestling cards, don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button. Kicking it off then is card number 1 and Bam Bam Bigelow. The first lot of Action Pack cards, you can see there's a gold outer edge and it looks absolutely fantastic. I'll show you the backs as well, and here we go. Second up, IRS, and you'll also notice like a little gold autograph on the front. Obviously that is a print, but it looks absolutely fantastic and they've done a great job in adding that. Doink the Clown executing his whoopee cushion finishing move. One of the greatest cards from this set, and to be honest here, they only get better. Fantastic set. I recommend you pick these up if you can. And they are quite hard to find, I'll admit. But they are out there. Think of this picture. The Bodyguard Diesel. Iconic pose. 1993, 1994. Written all over it. What a classic pose. Next out the hat is Razor Ramon. Fantastic for the time also. Different attire. Fantastic. I will say with the cards that they are slightly thicker. And I haven't really seen a set like it since. So it's nice addition. And we got the wrestlers to match. We just seen Ludwig Borger there. And next up, look at this one. Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. You can't get any more wrestling 90s than that pose there. Fantastic. Card number 7. After that we have Yokozuna. There is, as I say, an autograph, and that's like pressed in. Does set the cards off, it gives them that feel, you know, that really quality feel to them. After that, Head Shrinkers. Any fans of the Head Shrinkers in the house? Not a big fan of Fatu, to be honest with you. I went to a convention once and it was just horrible. I think he's blocked me off Twitter too, which I'm grateful for. Probably the last card series of the Bushwhackers here. Card number 10. Bob Backlund when he was making his way in the WWF 93-94. There is some really seriously hard to find cards in this lot, because what they did with this Undertaker now, there is signed versions out there which they included in sets. If you find one of them, expect to pay around the £800 mark, worth every penny, an absolute classic. With that also, I think there's like a signed Macho Man card. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a signed HBK and others too. But never mind the signature, Macho Man Randy Savage, people are going to want that card. It's definitely worth adding to your collection. Adam Bomb, even that card, you know, because you can't find this series anywhere, it's worth picking up. You know, it's like, you don't have to be Hulk Hogan to be rare. Then again, on top, like here, Bret Hitman Hart, look at that for a pose. You know, to me, there's none better pose than that. That's Hitman, that's how we remember him. And you could see why this series is sought after. It really does have everything. Look at this, Luna Vachon. Sadly no longer with us, but a great from the time. Then after that, would you class this as the 1-2-3 Kids rookie card? Maybe. Let me know, wrestling fans. Either way, it's a beautiful wrestling card. One of my favourites from this lot. Then we have Owen Hart, the Rocket Owen Hart, posing with his blue and Canadian outfit. I don't really remember that one too much, but hey, it's Owen Hart, absolute classic legend. Love the guy, I miss him forever. Lex Luger, were you on board the Lex Express? That was an awful time for wrestling, come on. But we loved it. Bastion Booger, what a size. Wow. Hey, and it's nice to see that he got a wrestling card at the time. So far you can see a good mix of wrestlers amongst this lot. And next up you can see the Quebecers, Jacques and Pierre. Do you remember them winning the tag team titles on Monday Night Raw? That was a pure shock for me and something I cannot forget. On top of that now, you can see Marty Jannetty. Sadly, it didn't quite work out for Marty, but he'll always be remembered as a wrestling legend. What I like about this card set is that they included the legends too. Here you can see Classy Freddie Blassie. Later on there's a pose of Andre the Giant. And, okay, we see it today in wrestling cards, but back then it was somewhat of a novelty. Next up is the Steiner Brothers, Rick and Scott the Steiner Brothers. WCW and WWF Wrestling Legends. Then after that you see the Smoking Guns, Bart and Billy Gunn. I love the Hasbro wrestling figures to these two, and to be honest with you, I might put this card in the set with the wrestling figures too. The 8th Wonder of the World, Andre the Giant. So this was out shortly after Andre had died in 1993. Great pose where he's strangling out Macho Man Randy Savage. So, speaking of great poses, look at the Paul Bearer card here. Wow. What a great card set to collect. I recommend you pick them up, guys. MOM, Men on a Mission. Mo, Oscar and Mabel. I'm trying to forget that. Awful. No, I liked it really. Tatanka, the Native American Tatanka. Always interacts with his wrestling fans. If you see him at a convention, go and get an autograph. He is a top guy. Now the card set switches to Colossal Crushers, which features a big guys. Here you could see the Yokozuna pose. And on the back they are green. They have a green background. And basically it's all the big guys from the WWF at the time. Here you see Diesel. Then obviously you're not going to see 1, 2, 3 Kid or your light heavyweights. Next we see Adam Bomb. I believe there is a Cella action figure coming out of Adam Bomb. I will definitely be picking that one up, and I recommend you do too. Obviously I'll post videos up when I receive it, and hopefully it's a classic one. Bastian Booger nailing the 1, 2, 3 code of a move there. Huge guy. Could eat anything, I believe too. The next big guy is Earthquake. At this time I think Typhoon had left for WCW. I loved Earthquake. Love to have met him. I never got the privilege, unfortunately. Mabel obviously went on to be Viscera in later years, and the winner of the King of the Ring, I think 1995. Ludwig Borger could have done better with the WWF. I don't think they've used him right, pushed him right, but hey, nice to see the card of him. On the Razor Ramon card here, you could see the gold background, and that was classed as a 24 karat gold card. There is one in every 24 packs, and if you found that, then hey, you were doing very well. Continuing with the 24 karat gold lot is Shawn Michaels. Fantastic. I will say also there is a 1 in 480 chance of finding a signed wrestling card. Back in 94, that was something to have. Brilliant. There is Macho Man signed cards out there, and they sell for like £1,500. Seriously, lovely to have. And just closing up the set here, you see the Bret the Hitman Hart gold card. There's a Steiner Brothers and an Undertaker 1-2 to follow. So the set, it's beautiful to have. I hugely recommend you pick it up. The gold on these cards, it's just something different. Could you imagine a signature on the Steiner Brothers one here? It'd set it off. It's like, that is prized possession, you know. Then last up is Paul Bearer with the Undertaker lying down there in the coffin. So that is the Action Packed WWF Wrestling card set. I hope you enjoyed the video, wrestling fans. Stick about, I've got more coming. I'd like to thank my friend Jack for borrowing me these cards so I can show you. Mine is in the post. Thankfully, after all these years, I will have a complete set. It's only took me 5 years, but hey, beautiful to have. Stay tuned for more rock and roll, wrestling fans, and I'll give you more great videos. Thank you very much, and goodbye.